Neverlose Nation. I have a special guest today.
Hey guys.
It's my wife Rachel, if you don't know that already. We are actually, I think that's a chicken truck there. It's a chicken truck. Probably some soon-to-be chicken nuggets in there. Maybe even a Chick-fil-A sandwich for some chicken minis.
I really feel like some chicken nuggets
They're the
right
best.
now.
Well, we were going to get Chick-fil-A today, but we were just really hungry and there was no Chick-fil-A around because we are on the way to Pennsylvania to see some of Rachel's side of the family. Her family is from Pennsylvania. So we decided to take a really quick trip, just a weekend trip up to see some of them. Unfortunately, we both have to be back at work on Monday. So yeah, quick turnaround, but we're gonna make the most of it, right?
We will. We always do.
Always. So, if you're a race fan, you probably heard that there was a race at the LA Coliseum last week. A lot of people, some people were mad when it first came out that, oh, they should have went to Bowman Gray and why didn't they go to North Wilkesboro? Just all these other places that people were saying they should have went and all that. So I don't know what you thought of it, you as in you guys watching. But I think it was a huge success. Just to bring the LA culture into the sport of NASCAR even more, bring a whole new set of race fans into that atmosphere that NASCAR brings, and to have those new race fans experience NASCAR in its purest form, short track racing around a quarter mile, which is like what I do every week during the summer at Bowman Gray, literally around the football field. I think it was genius, because it's going to produce good racing, because on a track that tight with cars that heavy, people are going to have to beat and bang and bump and run to get by each other, and it worked. I think it worked. I think viewership was up from, I want to say it was like 1.7 million last year at the Clash to like 4.6 million this year. So that's insane. Like, that's over a 100% increase in viewership. So kudos to NASCAR, and I think this obviously will open the doors for more short tracks that are capable of holding enough race fans and with facilities nice enough to host NASCAR races in the future, whether it be Cup or Xfinity or trucks or maybe all three. Who knows? I guess it depends on the facility. But I think this has definitely opened the door for the local short tracks you love to possibly have an opportunity to host NASCAR again, kind of like how it used to be in the older days when NASCAR first started. So yeah, I think that's really good for short tracks. I think it was really good for local racing and just NASCAR as a whole, because again, like, you're bringing in a whole new generation of fans, you're bringing in a whole new culture of people to just really appreciate what the sport actually is, what it is from its roots, to being at the short tracks and a little bit of bump and run action and stuff like that. So I think it was really cool. There was one more thing that I wanted to say.
Well, I was just going to ask you, what did you think of the new cars?
What did I think of the new cars? Okay. I really like them. And I think there's going to be some bugs that need to be worked out. Like, Tyler Reddick broke his transaxle because he was literally shifting the whole time. And I think Chase Briscoe did too. Denny Hamlin threw a power steering belt, which really had nothing to do with the way those cars are built, so that's not on NASCAR. And I really don't think the transaxles breaking are on NASCAR either, because the dude was shifting once every straightaway, so he's shifting 2 times a lap. Well, actually more than that, because you're up shifting and down shifting. So that's a lot on those transaxles, which aren't really made for that, with that much force going through them lap after lap after lap. So, I think they'll definitely work that out, because they'll either not shift or they'll get those things strengthened up, whether it's a different kind of material they use or, you know, maybe a different kind of lubricant, possibly. I don't know. But I'm sure, hey, they're professionals who get paid millions of dollars a year. They will figure that out. They're not going to let a parts failure like that keep them from being there at the end, because Reddick actually had a shot to win that race. I think I heard that each transaxle was like 50 grand or 45 grand, which is ridiculous for a transaxle. I think Corey LaJoy actually said that on his podcast, Stacking Pennies, I believe. But like, wow, that's nuts. I mean, that'll buy me an engine, you know, for one of their transaxles.
What did you think of Kyle Larson's performance?
His performance wasn't bad, but I think
what he
did to Justin Haley was a chicken crap move. That's putting it nicely. I felt like Haley obviously just got shoved into him, and I'm not the biggest Justin Haley fan there is. I mean, I raced against him, and I didn't have a whole lot of respect for him when I raced against him, but I still think he got done wrong last Sunday. He kind of got shoved into Larson on the restart, and all it did was just kind of root Larson up the track a little bit. Haley got to the inside of him, and Larson just turned dead left on the straightaway, put him right into the inside fence, tore his left front off his car. It's like, come on, champ. I think you're a little better than that. So that was a little strange, I guess, but you know, that's how it is in all kinds of racing. The new guy comes in, he's running up front. You're not used to seeing him there. You're used to seeing him running either in the lower series or in the back in your series. And you're like, nah, I'm definitely not gonna take that from him. I'll take it from a veteran, I guess. But new kid comes in here, nah, I'm gonna take his left front off. I'm putting him in the inside fence. That's just how it is, and that's stupid, but that is the mindset that veterans have in racing. And you know what? Haley will stand up for himself now, and he'll earn his respect by next time he's around Larson, not giving him room or putting the bumper to him intentionally this time around. And then, you know, Larson will be put in his place, and he'll understand that, all right, well, I got to treat this guy with a little more respect now. But that's just how it goes.
Mr. Bush just couldn't get the win.
Rowdy.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, at least he was in the main.
Hey.
Kurt didn't even make the main. So
I'm not a huge Kyle Busch fan, so I wasn't sad about it.
well, Next Gen Joe solidified his new name and got the first win in the Next Gen car, so that was kind of cool.
What's his name?
Next Gen Joe. That's the nickname they're trying to get to stick.
Say that 3 times fast.
Next Gen Joe, Next Gen Joe, Next Gen Joe. It's not hard.
Yes, it's not hard.
It's not hard.
I did not like, what was it, like the halftime?
You didn't like the halftime show?
Did not like the halftime
Why?
show. I don't know, it just wasn't hype. I didn't like it. I didn't like the music. I'm not an Ice Cube fan.
She's not an Ice Cube fan. She doesn't know what it means to mess around and get a triple-double. Alright? She has no idea. If you know, you're an OG.
I'm not an OG, I guess. I don't know.
It was really good. I thought it was good. It was good for the sport. I think the broadcast could have done a little bit better job, maybe.
I do have to say, I don't think, was it Fox?
It was Fox, yeah.
I don't think they had good camera angles at all.
Well, you know, they're just not used to covering quarter miles. You know, I guess it was also their first race of the year too, so
yeah,
they're getting all their bugs worked out.
true.
So they'll be on it come time for the Daytona 500. Wow. So next week we've got the Daytona 500.
Woo!
This week we've got the Super Bowl. So
I'm not really excited about the Super Bowl.
Bengals or Rams? Let me know in the comments below who you got winning it all. Who you got taking it all? You got the young buck and Joe Burrow, or you got the old goat in Matthew Stafford, which he's deserving. He is deserving. But let me know in the comments who you got. Who you got?
Bengals.
That's right. Let's go Bengals.
So sad that we can't see Brady win his last Super Bowl.
Hey, he ain't done yet. He has not said the word retired yet.
I think he's done.
Well, he's sitting out this year, but I think he's going to come back.
What do you guys think?
I think the GOAT comes back. Anyway, we're going to be pulling for Joe Cool in the Super Bowl this Sunday. And we will check in after the Super Bowl on these comments to see who was pulling for the winner and who was pulling for the loser. So make your pick the Bengals, and you'll be picking the winner, and I will eat crow if they lose. All right, I will talk to you guys next week.
Bye, guys.